aggression. DC and Bryce Remsburg got a lot of meat in the ring right now between the Amityville Project, Ryan Galeone and Mike Verna, with Rex Lawless on the floor going against Doom Patrol, Chris Dickinson and Jaka.
Quadruple meet at the subway across the street. Even intermission is fun here at Beyond Wrestling. We are back on Powerbomb TV. Not too late. Use promo code BEYOND 20 days for free. Tell a friend. Join the party here in Worcester.
Filthy Father.
Dirty Father?
The Filthy Father.
Oh my goodness.
Getting a standing ovation. Those are the only types of ovations that we have at Beyond Wrestling, since it is standing room only for most shows.
A seated ovation would be concerning. From Facelock now by Chris Dickinson. I know we have a lot of talk about the ace, or, you know, names that are synonymous with Beyond Wrestling, but from among the first things I ever heard about Beyond Wrestling were Jaka and Chris Dickinson, and I know they wear that on their arms as a badge of pride everywhere they go in the world. They're proud of what they helped to create here, and they absolutely should be.
Well, those guys are the first aces of Beyond Wrestling, but Mike Verna is looking to make a name for himself at the expense of the Dirty Daddy. You got two big beefed up guys from New York in the ring right here. And Dan Barry, conspicuous by his absence here today, is the one that put together the Amityville Project, really laying into Ryan Galeone and Rex Lawless, saying that they were falling short of their potential, that they paid too much attention to the fans. Unfortunately, Rex Lawless going out with a knee injury, and we see Mike Verna more than happy to step up, although right now going slap for slap with Chris Dickinson, showing just how tough he is.
Verna's in an extra bad mood because he accidentally ate a carb today.
Dickinson, just as big as ever, rolling up Verna, and a second away. Oh!
A disrespectful pat on the head. That might just fire up Verna. Doesn't seem like a guy you want mad at you.
I don't know, it's going to be interesting to see how Verna and Galeone, how they're able to get along without Dan Barry here in person to mentor him. You're going to think if they go back to New York with the loss, they're going to have hell to pay, as Dan Barry is kind of transitioning to more of a managerial role. I mean, he's one to talk as far as not taking professional wrestling seriously. He wrestled in a taco shirt for years. But he's traded in the taco shirt for some pretty dapper suits, feeling that he does not even need to be here today. I wonder if the Amityville Project has some sort of trick up their sleeve. They've gotta.
Despite having a leg injury, Rex Lawless is a very dangerous individual. The fact that he's standing here with a crutch is kind of an ominous thing hanging over this contest.
And Galeone, talk about ominous. This guy is a freak.
He's a big man.
He's so strong. He's probably the strongest competitor on the Beyond Wrestling roster. Of course, the fans like to talk to him by saying that he's weak. That could not be any further from the truth, but sometimes it does get under his skin, gets into his head, and without Dan Barry barking orders from the corner, I wonder if it's going to be a factor here today.
Seems like an unwise thing to yell at a guy that's 6'6", that big shoulder tackle.
Yeah, there you hear it.
Jaka like it's nothing. Maybe they're just big fans of calendars.
Caught Jaka like it was nothing. Jaka is no small individual. It's got to be in the range of about 250 pounds.
Go behind there, pops him up!
Galeone taking over with the head scissors. Good counter from the Jaka man.
I'll take care of a size difference there.
Jaka, a little bit too much hubris, though, came charging in.
Ooh, good use of hubris. Good use of hubris. Chopping away in the corner, that power on plain display by the Amityville Project.
When's the last time that you've seen Dickinson and Jaka matched up with guys their size or even bigger? Oh! Damn, Verna could be knocked out. Caught a knee to the face of that cross-body exchange.
Right. Not usually what you have in mind when you throw a cross-body, but I'm sure he'll take it.
Caught him!
Jeez.
Signature offense out of Ryan Galeone. He's so strong with one arm.
Snatching a doll out of the air like it's nothing, and that draws in Dickinson. If there is one chink in the armor of Chris Dickinson, it could be his temper. I feel like you may know this better than anyone, Denver, Colorado.
Yeah, take a look to your 9 o'clock, yeah.
All right.
the walls of the electric haze wearing the scars of Chris Dickinson.
It's the tag now, quick switches, so far so good. Dan Barry be very proud. Perhaps he's watching on Powerbomb.tv.
Oh. You know, nobody comes into a match 100%, Bryce, but you got to wonder if fatigue is a factor. I know that Verna's kept a pretty busy schedule this week, but Dickinson and Jaka, I mean, they had 3 matches this weekend. Just won back the Evolve Tag Team titles.
Not right up the road either. They were in Detroit on Friday night, Chicago. The travel's got to be wearing them.
I mean, I keep close quarters with Chris Dickinson. He said he hasn't slept in 3 days. So you always wonder if fatigue is going to be a factor, or instead, if you want to finish things as quick as possible, you get paid, get to a clean bed and a pillow, you know?
Right. He's trying to rest. I can't imagine that Narragansett lager he enjoyed on the bar at Electric Haze can do him any favors.
None of this is something about performing in front of this Beyond Wrestling crowd, though. The energy is palpable. If you've never been here live, you got to experience. We're going to be at Electric Haze the last Sunday of every month, although Dickinson and Jaka might not be back if the Amityville Project has anything to say about it.
Wide open shot thanks to Galeone, and Verna takes his shot.
Got a crazy aggressive schedule coming up this year, as we see Mike Verna is going to try and rebound Jaka off of all 4 sides of the ring, just to you know, if you weren't sure whether or not he was strong. The quadruple slingshot, quick to go into the pin once again. Jaka's out. Going back to our super aggressive schedule, we're going to be debuting in Howell, New Jersey, Saturday, October 28th, a doubleheader with Game Changer Wrestling. We're right back here the very next day, Sunday, October 29th. So much to announce for that card. Keep an eye out for announcements at facebook.com/BeyondWrestling. Then we're going to be back at the Arts at the Armory in Somerville, Massachusetts. That's going to be Sunday, November 12th. We've got a special event lined up for November 26th here, Arts at the Armory, and I mean, just December's going to be out of control too. It never ends, Bryce, right?
You took a vacation recently, right? You went away somewhere, right?
Oh my God! Without having my phone in my pocket, it was freaky. I thought we had a show that I might have accidentally booked a trip during. Here comes Chris Dickinson, and nobody matches the precision with the power when it comes to striking.
Chopping down that big tree.
Chris Dickinson letting the moment sink in. Verna quick to capitalize. Oh, Dirty Daddy with the spinning heel kick. Right back up to his feet, not showing any signs of slowing down here today.
I was gonna say, looks like a guy that's been sleeping for 3 days.
Man, the way that they came together with EYFBO forming Team Pazuzu, I mean, this is going to be the height of their careers. And speaking of which, we saw Amityville Project versus EYFBO at Bye Bye Beautiful, a match that was thrown out due to Rex Lawless's involvement. So Dickinson and Jaka, even though he's immobilized with that knee brace, have to keep eyes in the back of their head. As Dickinson's raining down with 20 punches? I love it. But you knew that the strength of these two individuals was going to spell disaster to Dickinson at some point. Great extension from Jaka. Man, that coffee finally kicked in, Bryce. You still with me? Talk about a kick.
I'm feeling you buzz from here.
What's Dickinson looking for?
He's heading up top. You gonna superplex this guy? Chanting along, he's up there for a while.
Oh, no. You don't superplex from that position. Damn!
Again, just bringing down the big guy. Big splash by Jaka.
Dickinson with the wherewithal, knowing that he was the legal man. That's what makes Dickinson and Jaka one of the best tag teams on the scene right now. What was that? Was that a gunshot? Explosion?
My first look was to Rex Lawless. He's on the floor here.
I don't think that was a weapon. I think that was the lethal weapon known as Pazuzu's hands.
Lethal weapon. What's Steve Blackman doing right now? You watching on Powerbomb TV? I hope so. Now they're both going up here. Doom Patrol. No one more. Oh, now he's sweeping him out throat first across the top. Now Verna's got him. Oh, man.
What do you think of this guy
out there, though? He's unbelievable.
Oh, shit.
Very little wasted motion for such a big...
Oh!
No, he didn't realize he was hitting his own...
Double expletives. Oh, man, Jaka having trouble finding his footing. Still in there to break it up.
Verna couldn't cut him off.
Galeone, though,
too far away.
no trouble finding his footing. A man that size rebounding off the rope like that.
Oh, my gosh! Again, looking for the crutch and the gutter. We're not seeing any, only those hands of Jaka.
Savage unleashed.
You talk about dangerous. It's the kicks, it's the headbutts, it's the chops, everything about Jaka. It hurts. And I'd hate to be all the way through, just sweeps through his Verna. Don't take the time to flex, cover the man, cover the man.
Uh-oh, Verna tumbling to the floor. Dickinson low bridged him, Galeone in tow. Chasing after the Dirty Daddy. Chris Dickinson springboarding in. Caught him with that sunset flip. Just the nick of time.
Very close to the finish right there. Galeone getting that shoulder up. He had him hooked and everything.
Galeone missing wildly with that clothesline. Nails him with the kick.
His leg weighs more than a lot of people, and he just cracked him on the side of the head.
Look at the strength. The deadlift powerbomb had him 10 feet in the air.
Verna! It's a 260-pound man. No way. He's out at 1. The look on Verna and Galeone's face say it all. That was it. That was the heavy artillery. Don't forget about Jaka.
Oh, damn. He might not even know his own name. Remember my Jaka's right now. Amityville Project on Dream Street. Got him with the high and low. And now calling for that death trap.
Does not sound like a fun thing.
That doomsday choke slam. And here comes Rex.
Come on.
Rex looking to interfere, and here comes EYFBO, making sure what they saw last month doesn't happen again. Oh! Dickinson face first into the groin of Jaka. He got him! He got him! He pulled him up and pinned him!
What a feather in the cap of the Amityville Project!
That's a shocker. Amityville Project hightailing it out of here. Dickinson is beside himself right now. Mike Draztik pleading his case, saying that he was trying to help out. He didn't want to see anybody hit with a crutch.
They better have the car to Long Island already running. When Dickinson and Jaka figure out what's going on, Dickinson is pissed.
And Angel Ortiz trying to help Jaka back up.
What are you doing? He was getting involved. What do you mean what we're doing?
You got me in the nuts, man. What the hell wrong with you?
They came out to help. I saw that.
Well, Dickinson and Jaka ran off the Amityville Project. Last month at Bye Bye Beautiful, when Rex came out with the crutch. Cost them the match.
He was going to use that crutch. EYFBO were in the right in this one. They had the best of intentions at the very least.
That's exactly what I was going to say. EYFBO went through it last month. I think that they had the right idea in mind.
How far do these guys go back? I mean, years and years.
I mean, this is Team Pazuzu. I'm telling you, all 4 of these guys have never seen greater heights. I think we're going to see cooler heads prevail. With all 4 of these hot heads, though. What? Dickinson's the one that, at the end of the day, when the history books are written, is going to be coming up in the loss column. And Team Pazuzu needs to get their household in order.
Bro.